Okay, so welcome to this video. And right now I want to show you the traffic strategy that we actually use with our clients. Every client that is running ads to get the most targeted traffic to their website, to their offer, and convert that traffic into a lead. Okay, so the very first part of the strategy is going to be Google Ads. Okay, Google Ads are probably the best source of traffic other than, let's say, referral traffic, people coming from, an email you sent out or existing customers of yours. That would be probably better traffic potentially. But the best traffic are going to be, think about it, guys. You go to Google, you're searching for a landscaper, or you go to Google and you're searching for an online psychiatrist, right? You go to Google and you're searching for the local pizza place, the best, you're searching for all of this stuff on Google because you're looking for the service, you're looking for the product, right? So when we start with a traffic strategy, the number one entry point is going to be Google advertising. Okay. Now, that Google advertising is going to target people searching certain keywords on Google, and it's going to drive them into this offer page right here. Okay. So a lot of people are driving their traffic into their homepage. All right. You can do that. But you're probably going to find that you'll have better luck when you drive that traffic into a sales page or an offer page, right? I just searched for online psychiatrist, bring me to a page that shares that offer with me, tells me everything I'm going to get, how it works, how to get started, what are the benefits, right? What's the big promise? I mean, there's all these pieces of a good offer page that are going to create a high conversion. Okay. So you could run Google ads yourself and drive them into your website, and you might have a little bit of luck. The truth is, right? Because the type of traffic is so powerful. But at the end of the day, you're going to get 5, 10, 15, 20 times better results by following a proven strategy like we do. Okay. So Google Ads drives the traffic in. So let's say we're running $100 a day worth of Google Ads. We're bringing in 100 visitors a day into our offer page here. And probably 2 or 3, 4 or 5 maybe are actually going through to the thank you page, right? 95% of them or more are going to leave this offer page without actually taking your offer. Okay, so that's sort of frustrating. But if you don't have a good retargeting strategy in place, those people are lost, right? They're gone. Like they're only coming back if somehow they remember, oh yeah, that website I was on, I'm going to go check that out. Otherwise, they're gone and they're not coming back. Okay, many of them are not going to come back. That's just the reality. Okay, we see it every day. But here's the thing. So I want to open up this right side here and let you into what we do beyond the traffic that comes into the offer page from Google. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to create something called a retargeting audience, right? Or a custom audience. Okay. What is a custom audience? Well, on an advertising network like Facebook or the Google Display Network, or even places like Snapchat and Instagram and all of these different social media channels, they give you the ability to create a custom audience. Okay. Which is very cool, because what that does is anybody that lands on this page, that just lands on this page, gets put into this custom audience, this retargeting audience. Okay. And what that does is it allows us to go back and run advertising from other networks back to those people to drive them back over to our offer page. Okay. So very powerful. Okay. 90-something% of people leave without buying, and then we can go and retarget them by creating a custom audience or custom audiences, right? I'll give you an example. Anybody that lands on the thank you page would also be put into a custom audience, right? These are people who bought. So if I'm running retargeting ads on, let's say, Facebook, and a certain percentage of these people over here already bought, then I'm going to exclude them from the audience that I'm running ads to. I don't want to keep retargeting people who already purchased this offer. So I'm going to have two audiences. I'm going to have the audience of people that landed on the offer page but didn't convert. And then I'm going to have people that landed on the thank you page, which means they did convert. And so when I run my retargeting ad, I'm going to say, hey, show the ad to all the people that landed on the offer page, but exclude the people who actually landed on my thank you page because they already took the offer. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So up here on Facebook, let's take Facebook for an example. One of the strategies that we use is, at the end of the day, if somebody leaves an offer page, okay, there's probably some things they're not sure about, right? They have some objections or some questions or some misconceptions or some myths that they're believing in about your business and your offer. And so what we do is we creatively use Facebook retargeting to address those objections, to address those concerns, those myths, those misconceptions, okay? And so it's very powerful to say, hey, I'll give you a perfect example. One of the recent campaigns that we're doing, it's not for a telemedicine client, but it's for a barbecue food truck, right? And so one of the things that my team here was talking about was basically like people think the inside of a food truck is pretty nasty, right? When you think food truck, you don't think of like a really clean environment and, a commercial kitchen and all that kind of stuff. But the reality is it is with this client very clean. It's a very expensive commercial kitchen built inside the food truck. And so what we did was we created a retargeting ad. We created many, but one of them we had the idea was, hey, let's show them the inside of the food truck because some people might be thinking this food truck's going to be gross. I don't want food served out of a truck. And so we created an inside the food truck video. Okay. So the owner of the business made a video. Hey, it's me. How you doing? I want to show you the inside of my truck. Brought him inside the truck. And that particular retargeting ad of all the ones that we're doing so far is killing all the other ads. It's basically bringing in way more clicks back to the website. And those clicks coming back to the website are converting into a lead. Right. So without that ad, that one ad, and there's another one we actually just made that's doing really well too, starting to give that inside the food truck a fight for its money. But without that ad, we lose those people. Right. And we had another one recently with the same client because it's fresh in my mind. I talked to him yesterday. Essentially, we had another one that the lady was talking to his competitor. And she had gone to his website, lady was talking to his competitor, and then she saw the retargeting ad, reached out to him, and she signed up for a party, bringing in $2,000 in profit for him, okay? So the reason why she reached out was because the other guy wasn't getting back to her, right? So it's amazing. It's like these people could leave your site, fill a form out on somebody else's site, but that person doesn't get back to them. And now you're the viable solution, right? Because you're retargeting them. You're in front of them and you're in their face. Okay. So that is the Facebook retargeting part of the strategy. And then over here is something we call the Google Display Network. Okay. Google Display Network essentially will show your ads on all the other websites across the entire web that allow advertising on the site. Okay. So essentially how it works is Google allows, this website says, hey, I'm going to put, let's say Home Depot or Target or any website, large website that has advertising sections on their site. They have a piece of code that then allows Google to retarget people that have gone to a specific page, and it will literally deliver an ad to them on those other sites. So for instance, a client comes to your website, lands on your offer page, leaves, they go over to Michael's or any other website, and all of a sudden they see your ad. Right? It pops up. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I was just on that page. And those ads can show for, every day, 10 days, as long as you want to retarget people for, you can retarget them. Now, here's the cool part. The amount of money that you're going to spend on these two other networks is lower than you would if you just went out to Facebook and started targeting people on Facebook and running ads, right? I see so many people trying to go out and find their ideal client in the world of Facebook with all of those users, and it's difficult and it can be very expensive, right? So what we do is we say, hey, let's find the best traffic, the Google Ads traffic, the traffic of people searching for what I'm offering. Then we'll spend less money retargeting them. Right? Because we're only spending money to retarget the amount of people that came to the page, right? So it's very strategic. It's really powerful. And what it really does at the end of the day, it allows us to squeeze as much money out of your dollar that you're spending on advertising as we possibly can. And that, my friend, is the key to making advertising profitable. You have to be able to squeeze the most amount out of that traffic after they've left your site. And if you don't have the ability to do that, then all you're relying on is that initial traffic in hoping and praying that they're going to convert at a high level. And you put a tremendous amount of pressure on your copywriter or, your sales page offer creator that they have to create this amazing offer that doesn't let anybody leave. And that's very unrealistic. Okay. It's just not going to happen. So The offer page can be great. It's still going to get 2-3% conversion, maybe a little more depending, but that's roughly around where you're at. So we have to have a system and a strategy in place to follow up with these people that left our website. They didn't give us any information. They didn't give us their name or their phone number or their email, nothing, right? So we have to utilize retargeting to get back in front of them and then drive them back over to your offer. And that, my friend, is at the end of the day, how we take a campaign, drive in the best traffic through the front door, and then we follow up with those people online until we get them back to our offer page and get them to convert and take our offer. Okay. So I hope you found this video valuable. Share it with your friends, share it with anyone you know that owns a business. This traffic strategy is killing it for a lot. Think about Main Street businesses, right? Most of them don't have a ton of money to spend on advertising. They need to get the most out of every dollar. And that's what this strategy does. Okay. So I hope you found this video valuable. If you're interested in speaking with one of our reps, click the button below, schedule a time to get, request a call back from one of our representatives. They'll give you a call and they'll explain how we can help you use this strategy in your business to get new customers. So stay tuned. I've got a lot more information I'm going to be sharing with you. Very, very important information that's going to allow you to see how advertising can help you grow and scale your business. Thank you for watching. I'm Keith Carpenter, and I'll talk with you soon.